When Kevin's got to
Uh,
poop, he's got to poop.
how do I describe it? Like, it's like
Peggle?
Peggle with dungeon elements and roguelite elements.
Okay. I mean, I do.
You get
love
like
Peggle.
balls that you like, different types of balls that do different types of things, and there's relics that make you stronger in different ways. You decide which path to take. It's super fun, addicting.
You're super fun.
I just can't believe I don't know. I thought today was Monday for some reason.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's better now because it's Tuesday.
But to follow up that conversation, Jimmy, the only Final Fantasy worlds that I would be comfortable running a D&D campaign in would be 11 and 14. I wouldn't want to do them for the other worlds. They're too structured.
Gotcha. Like you go here to here to here to here.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
I don't want to spoil the story of good games for people who haven't played them, because it would be spoiled. Sometimes just going to a particular place is a spoiler.
7 would be interesting. Be like a steampunk.
Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah, if we played that, it'd be like a steampunky D&D kind of thing.
Yeah, but I am not confident that I could run a good campaign in that world. So it's been a while since I fully homebrewed a world, so I'm kind of tempted to try that. But we'll see when we get closer to that. Yeah. All right.
Go back to the world of 11 and see all the fucked up shit that's happened however many centuries have passed.
Here's the shitty thing. I am not sure that I still remember where everything is in 11 because it's been that long since I've played it. I have not played it since 2013. I could always look stuff up and it'll come back to me, but I don't remember all the story stuff that I could incorporate into that.
Just say Amelia took over the world. Make it simple.
Okay.
Playing from David's Fire.
Thank you.
Are you playing from David's Fire?
I am fire. Oh, I forgot my glasses in my room. That's what I'm missing. I'm sitting here, I'm like, what am I forgetting?
Alex, you were right. It is 111.
111.
Why did you say that?
Because I misnumbered.
Oh, snap.
I saw the title. I'm like, oh, there's no session number before the title.
Because I thought I had synced it with your calendar, so I was
No,
like,
you
damn,
did.
what
You
is it?
did. You're on top. You're on top. So I just wanted to give you verbal kudos.
Appreciate it. I've been questioning my entire world up until this point, so.
Okay. So last time, Charlene exploded at the end.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't Millie's fault, I swear.
Millie's holding a stick of dynamite. What was that?
Okay, this is a really stupid joke that I made.
What the fuck is happening in that game?
Everything.
Is it a Canadian capital?
That is indeed what it
She's
looks
got
like.
a...
You're right.
Maple Leaf, yeah.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, that's hilarious.
Okay, so here's the Earth round. In Charlian, you went to the forum and you spoke with a Senate there, with whatever, the Charlian forum, and asked for assistance with getting to the restricted section to read some books. And they agreed to allow that in a private session. You also asked some questions about Mariah Bella, and you asked questions about Asians, and you wanted to find information about those in the books. So that's why you're going to the restricted section. They told you that you can't take any
Or notes.
or notes, correct. And they requested that if you find anything on your journey that is something they don't have in their archives, then you provide that to them. You also interacted with Godbert Manderville, who wants to, what's the word? He's trying to propose the addition of the Blitzball Stadium to Charlian, and he also wants to invest money in the studio and Numenon, the library. Franchise. Inti doesn't seem too happy about it, even though Godbert offered to hire Inti to do some work for him. But we'll see what happens there. Did I forget anything? Because I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something that happened.
Red Mask guy showed up.
Right. Did they though?
Soul thinks so.
Millie also thinks so. We have yet to
Nobody
talk about
else
that.
saw them.
Nope. Not allowed, or requested to not use any of the spells that we might learn in studying Mariah.
Oh, yes. Correct.
And they didn't have any information about the Crystal Tower that we didn't already know.
Okay. I think that was just about everything then. And you guys left the Senate, and I think that was where we stopped the session last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Basically,
Reminder-
evening,
What was that?
evening time, and then the next day we would go to the Forbidden section.
A reminder that we will not be playing next week, as we won't be in town. Or at least 3 of us will not be in town.
Come on.
What was that?
It's true.
Yeah. So, y'all are in Charlian. What are you doing?
Well, if it's like dinner time now, then I would go get Kevin some food and take it to him where he's training.
Okay. Does Kevin know that he was off training and you were bringing him food?
Oh yeah, hey, Kevin, you were training for the last couple days nonstop, and I've been giving you food and water.
Thanks, DJ. Okay, I get a 5-minute break and then back to training. 5-minute break, then back to training. Thanks, Deej.
Sure,
And
just
you
don't push yourself too hard.
no, that's exactly what I need to do. I got to push myself even harder. It's the only way to do it. But I appreciate it. I mean, you can look at Kevin. He looks exhausted. He's not bloodied, but like you can see, he doesn't look well. But you can see him sit down, breathe a sigh of relief as he takes what you've given him to eat.
Okay. Good. Yeah, gotta cool down, so I'm gonna like wave in. Make sure you're drinking water.
That's right, raw water. No, go 3 days without water to make sure you don't need the water, and then you drink with the water, so that you can keep going without water if you need to.
What?
No, he's doing bro science.
It's Mad Max. They're addicted to water.
Yeah, let me worry about the water, Kevin. Just make sure you drink. Just drink.
Okay, you got it, Deej. Thanks. Back to work. And then after you see him like wolf down his meal, you can see he looks like he's in pain trying to even grab it and eat it. Like his muscles are like the max of fatigue, but he goes back to trying to work out.
Yeah.
Kevin, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yes, I can.
How long does your inspiration last again?
Oh.
1 sec, I didn't have my D&D Beyond app up. 1 second.
75 minutes or an hour, maybe. It wasn't like a day or something.
Oh my god, what the heck is my
Only +5.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Okay, well, 27 and then 21.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah, Kevin goes right back to working out in pain. By the way, Chris, thank you to you and your to store the Baldur's Gate dice that I have.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. Good.
I haven't had a lot of sets where I've needed a box of Boulder.
Right. Good. Glad you're making use of it.
All right. So Kevin's working out. You guys are relaxing after the forum. Relaxing on cool, shooting some b-ball right after school.
Do I see a couple of guys anywhere?
Yes, they are up to no good.
Fireball.
In fact, they seem to be making trouble in the neighborhood. In your neighborhood.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna get in one little fight.
No, mom's gonna get scared.
Scared.
Sherman got scared.
I'm moving in with Sid and whoever in the Dusk Vigil.
In the Dusk
I
Vigil.
don't know.
That's not
Oh,
what
no,
it
that's
is.
right,
He's
yeah.
on the step.
It's
Yeah.
even worse.
Move in with the cannibal zombies. Okay.
I just got to the Dusk Vigil
So you played and you more?
I played Sunday morning.
Wait. Dusk Vigil or Stone Vigil?
Ooh, maybe Stone Vigil.
I think it's Stone.
Where the dragon people are.
That's not Dusk Vigil.
I'm at some dungeon and stuff. I don't know.
I think you're in Stone Vigil. That's the one that's in Kurthis, right? In the snowy place. The Kurthis Western Highlands. There's only 2 vigils in that game. Stone and Dusk. I'm pretty sure you might be in the Dusk Vigil. It might be Stone Vigil. That's
No, I think you're right. That it's Stone.
Okay, whatever.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Too many
Doesn't
dungeons.
matter. It's actually a really cool one. And yes, there were a bunch of dragons. Did you do the dungeon yet, or are you?
No, I got to it and I just logged out. Probably not.
Yeah, fucking Twat is like zooming through the game. Like today, he beat 3.3. He got to see the end of Heaven, official end of Heaven's Word today.
Good
Nice.
for him.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So what were I saying?
Well, you did the whole Fresh Prince thing, and then
Thank
you were
you.
just hanging out.
Did Kevin
Yeah.
roll his?
Yeah, Kevin
Yes, I
made it.
did. Okay.
He got a
So-
21 with disadvantage.
which is
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yes.
That's why he's our
He's a
leader.
beast.
I have a +10 con save.
Oh, yeah. That helped.
That's gross.
I mean, honestly, I think Soul's probably feeling still badly from the mind eraser or whatever. it
Really?
is. I mean, he went pretty hard on it. He's an old.
I guess it's the same day, but
He's an old man.
what, 38?
I think he's like 40.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, when I
Yeah,
picture
he's 40.
when I
I'm
picture
40.
Soul, I picture like early 20s. I don't know why.
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
Early
Yeah.
20s?
Well, no, I know that you're older, but when you play the character, when I see him in my mind's eye, I see early 20s.
Mhm.
He's so dumb.
It's not dumb.
Just doesn't understand the world.
Well, that's not dumb. That's just not
Fair.
street smart. You can be book smart, but not street smart. That's what's your
He
wisdom.
doesn't have much wisdom.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Then you're playing it well.
Check this out.
So yeah, he'd probably just want to eat and go to bed. Honestly, not trying to do anything tonight.
Definitely.
What's Tavi doing?
To sleep too.
Eric, are you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. I missed it. So what are we all doing?
that's what I'm asking. Everybody's kind of just doing their own thing at the moment. Kevin's working out. Daz brought food to Kevin. Soul, you said that you're just going to your room.
I'm gonna eat and then go to my room.
Okay. Don't know what Millie's doing yet.
Also eating.
Also eating at the last stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only.
I guess I'd be eating and drinking.
She would murder someone if Archon Loaf was the only thing to eat.
No, that's fair. No, in fact, they brought out appetizers, and it's cheese sauce covered tater tots or popoto tots. Yeah. So what would Tavi be doing? You're eating too?
Yeah, eating and drinking.
Okay. Did you shave off your beard or no?
Nope, still strong.
Okay. I don't know why I had a memory of you shaving the beard. Anyway, Deus, where did you go after
Yep.
meeting with Kevin?
I would just kind of watch him for a few minutes, just make sure he's okay, doesn't overexert himself. Once I know that he's okay, then I would have gone back to actually have my dinner with everyone else.
Okay. If you want to order something particular, go ahead. Just imagine gastropub food kind of thing. But like gourmet gastropub.
Yeah, we're gonna have that burger again. That was
Another
good.
burger.
It's not super late in the evening, right?
No, it's like 5.
Cool. I want to do some magic experimentation with that cubic zirconium I bought
Okay.
to see how it could be possibly substituted for diamond.
Right. So when you use it to resurrect somebody, they come back, but only partly.
Hey, that's more progress than normal resurrection rolls.
Yeah. Just I'm fucking around. Okay. So all of you are just kind of quietly sitting around a table right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The Manderville's ship is still in the port, looking as gaudy as ever. Well, not necessarily gaudy, but definitely covered in cactuars. Anything might work for him.
Off the surface. Oh, hi, Finn.
Straight from the inside.
Is he attacking your feet?
No, he's in ball mode.
He's gonna be tired, I bet.
Yeah, busy day.
Yeah. He was getting loved on like crazy.
Well,
It's about time you got a job, son.
Reloading for too long.
That's true. Yeah. So, an odd sight as a group of Garlean soldiers come to the last stand and they sit at a table not near you, but not super far away, like 3 or 4 tables away. They're not really paying attention to your group, but they are obviously Garlean soldiers. They're in their uniform, their close-cropped hair, and all that. And they sit down to order food, apparently.
What rank do they appear to be?
Not super high rank. They appear to be like they're. Why am I forgetting the naming schemes all of a sudden? They're lower ranked than you.
Cool.
But,
For once. I have minions again.
not really.
I know.
But yeah, they appear to be like legionnaires kind of thing.
Can we make out any of their tattoos?
Yes, 14th Legion.
These fuckers. Are they supposed to be Neros? Because aren't they all?
We don't necessarily know that the entirety of the Legion was there. We just know that specifically Valen's is there at the tower with an amount of his Legion.
Okay, gotcha.
do you know them? Do you know any of them?
Do I recognize any of them?
You never really interacted much with the 14th Legion, so no.
Hey, Tavi, do you know any of those guys?
Since I did, would I recognize any of them? Since the 14th and the 12th were working together at the Omega Crater.
Roll perception check.
Oh, got to do the eyeball one.
Perception.
Ooh, that's a good one. 29.
Hell yeah.
They are nondescript enough that if you had seen them, you don't remember. They are as close to generic soldiers as you can get.
Private
Hey, Sai.
What was that?
I was pretty familiar with the rank and file of my legion, but definitely wouldn't know the lower members of the 14th, especially.
Oh, I see. Well, should we invite them over for dinner then?
14th does not have a good history of being very
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to bother with them if they're not going to bother us.
Their
Oh, okay.
14th is Valen's, right? Yeah, that they're part of Valen's group, the ones that attacked. Remember?
Oh, that guy's a jerk.
Yeah, if there's bad guys in Garlemald, we could probably consider them as part of that.
I think it's a little unusual that they're here, though. In Charlian, we last heard that the 14th was over at the Crystal Tower in That place, Silvertier Lake.
But how far is that from here? Like out of character.
Other continent,
Pretty
isn't
far,
it?
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a boat over.
If I was to use an analogy, it's like you're in the UK and they're in Central America. That's kind of like the distance.
Blimey.
Sure.
In Central America?
Yeah, I did get a Mediterranean vibe from it.
Well, it's based on Greece.
Well, then that makes sense.
Yeah, it all checks out.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Wait, we're in the UK and they're in like Mexico? Is that what you're saying?
More or less. I'm talking distance-wise.
It's a large pub.
No, wait. You don't mean your proximity to the soldiers, right? You're talking about where the Legion is versus where you guys currently are, right?
Where the Crystal Tower is versus where we are.
Yes.
It's about the distance of UK to Mexico, yes. Though Mexico's
Okay.
still, isn't Mexico still part of North America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Mexico still what?
Mexico's part of North America.
Yeah.
I said Central. He's like, they're in Mexico? No.
I mean, but it's right there.
Yes, it's close enough. I guess that'd be Panama. Anyway,
The game
With the-
is geography.
Yeah, badly.
very bad.
With a 29, can I pick up any other conversation?
Well, that depends. Do you speak common?
Sometimes.
Okay. You do pick up snippets, and it sounds like they are talking about being on leave and what they want to do while they're in Charlie.
Has anybody seen any other Garlands around?
Points at Tabby.
Mine's soul.
I
But
don't know
no,
why
those are the
I
first
asked.
ones I've seen today.
Interesting.
I can't hear much, but it sounds like they might be on leave. Seems like they're getting as far from their Legion as they can get.
Oh, maybe they're nice ones then.
Is it normal to take leave in uniform?
I don't know, is it?
It's not unheard of. I mean, if you think about it, it's just like you go to a bar out here and somebody's in their uniform in the bar. Same idea.
Kill them! Stolen valor! Stolen valor! Kill them!
Army's able to, but the Marines cannot.
I didn't know that. I definitely have seen people.
Can the Marines not?
Say what?
Marines aren't supposed to?
No.
Interesting.
No, you can't be in your.
I've definitely seen sailors. Like,
Well, yeah.
in their, you don't like the Navy, that's right.
'Cause I could have sworn I saw like Marines in uniform at bars in San
If it's a
Diego.
dress uniform because of.
That might have been-
Yeah, it could have been a special occasion. That's
Yeah,
that's
like the
totally fine.
camo one, that's a...
Yeah, strictly
Tip-
no.
Interesting.
Yeah, at least
I feel
for
like I saw this
I wonder why that's a no-no.
Air Force rules, it was the camo was like, you gotta be... That's in the field only.
Yeah.
for-
Army's
Makes
allowed
sense.
to do it. National Guard's allowed to do it.
Because
Makes sense for the National Guard.
Does that
Is.
suck? Is that?
I didn't say that. My dad was in the Army.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My grandpa was in the Army.
My grandfather was in the Navy. No.
See?
I was more leaning into the whole. I like how the different branches of the military will make fun of each other, but as soon as somebody else that isn't in the military makes fun of
Yo.
one of the branches, they'll be like, "Oh no!"
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, especially
It's
like
like a family.
when you have the Army Navy games, which was like the football between the various branches, the shit talk that I would hear from the Air Force captain and sergeant that ran my ROTC unit.
Chair Force.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't talk shit about the chair force. My dad was in the chair force.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that why he was in the Philippines?
No.
Oh, okay.
My ex is in the chair force. I think she's a captain now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I think Chair Force is what I would have gone into if I had joined the military. Anyway, back to the game.
So it's not unheard of for them to be in uniform.
No. Garlands are pretty proud of being in the military, and
Yeah,
there's no
that
specific
makes sense.
there's no specific rules about them not wearing their uniform around. In fact, in some cases, it's encouraged because the whole role of Garlands peacekeepers around the world is to be visible as peacekeepers.
It'd be like NATO troops wearing their uniform around just
Sure.
to let people know they're there.
Yeah. So I guess that's a more complete answer.
Cool.
Cool. Like the immersion.
By the way, if it's been about 30 minutes since Deej gave Kevin his food,
Yeah.
Kevin would have passed out from exhaustion. I'll take
Well,
one
it's
level
good
of
that you said
exhaustion. Yeah.
It's good that you said that, because if they had come by and found you later, I was going to have you passed out anyway. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's passed out, like, from exhaustion. So he's just out cold.
Okay. Well, have a good nap until I come for you.
Well, you came, he ate his food, he went back to working out. He was like close to dying anyway. Not dying, but like
That's
close
good
to like
workout.
completely being exhausted. You got him 30 more minutes of a good solid workout, and then he just passed out.
Good solid workout. He got one lift of the dumbbell. and then
Basically,
fell.
yeah, basically.
Did he have a spotter? Hopefully he had a spotter.
No.
Well, Omega was training with him.
Omega passed out to now.
Omega wasn't paying attention.
I can find them both collapsed.
Omega shot lasers at him. It's the robot Omega.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sure. So you guys are sitting around eating. There are Garleans near you. Garleans that you're not particularly friendly with.
Yeah.
Did we
Yes.
see any Garlean ships in the harbor?
No.
How big's this landmass that we're on?
You said it was like Australia size?
No. If you were to combine all of Hawaii into one landmass,
Oh, okay.
it's an island about that
So a
size.
good size island, but not a large nation.
It's not
by
a
any
continent.
means. Okay.
Well, I mean, they are a nation, but not
Yeah.
not a continent. Or...
In the way that like New Zealand is.
Actually, how big is New Zealand?
Isn't it pretty small?
I thought it was pretty small.
I think it's like a pretty tiny island in the north of
What about like Madagascar? Madagascar?
Walk down the ports.
I am truly awful at geography.
Oh,
Thank you, American education system.
Yeah.
This tells me that thing.
Yeah. So when Tali says
Oh,
like they're not very
okay, I
friendly,
think
then I
Hawaii's
like kind
bigger.
of like hunker down, just kind of like eat my burger and try not to draw any attention to myself.
Okay. There's something else on your burger that you're not really used to. It looks
Pork?
like it's some it's like some chipotle barbecue sauce.
Nice.
If you notice and you turn to look at the chef is just smiling and gives a thumbs up like
We can get
like it,
avocado
don't like
slices
it.
for
Yeah, I'll
$5.
give a thumbs up. Yeah. It's good.
And he just does this. What were you saying?
You can get avocado slices for $5 gil.
I'd kill. That's really not very much.
No, in
Oh, golden gill.
yeah,
got it.
golden gil.
I'm thinking gill in the actual game.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, but no, that's the whole
Like
avocado
gill.
toast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the Charlians think it costs.
Well, I mean, when all you're eating, most of what you're eating is Archon bread. That's not their only food, but that's like their main source
It's their field rations.
of sustenance. You get used to it. Yeah, I just love the way that when you actually get it in the game, the item, the way it describes it makes it sound completely terrible. There's a description on every.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
For the Garlean units around the world, are all 14 legions known as peacekeepers throughout the world? Like that's Garleans in general?
Garleans in general are known as peacekeepers. Now, the actual roles within the ranks and legions is variable, but the minutia of what that might be is not immediately apparent
To the public.
correct?
Cool.
And Drew says New Zealand is 100,000 square kilometers.
Yeah.
Hawaii is 10,000 square kilometers.
Oh.
Madagascar's 220
Wait,
square
what?
kilometers.
Hell yeah. Like-
220,000, sorry.
So New Zealand is bigger than
Hawaii.
by a large amount.
Yeah.
By
It's just those fucking
magnitude.
maps
It just looks
The
bigger
way the
'cause of
maps are-
hobbits.
distorted.
That's right. Everything's tiny. They're larger for them, right? They're small.
All right, so then a very small island mass compared to other.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still sizable. I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. But
Yeah, we're not talking shit about the
Yep,
Shardians.
that is the one right there.
You guys ever think how weak this island is, being all small?
Not till just now.
It's kind of a
plan to invade.
quality versus quantity kind of thing.
We also have no standing military.
Yeah, but when your forum is full of sages of world renown, do you really need one?
Not just say
Like, picture 100 Sids. Do you need a standing army at that point?
Do they all have the glass eye and can't connect to the life force anymore?
Oof.
Sid from like 3 days ago.
Sid-
Or
Sid-
a week
Sid and
ago.
Julian are sitting at the table behind you. He clears his throat. He's like,
Oh shit! Good to know you're here.
no, not really. But no, it's not just the sages. The studium is like the the studium, the school that they had there is like the foremost center of arcane knowledge. Like it's like the best mages in the world study there, kind of thing.
Nope. I will order a round of drinks to be delivered to the Garland table.
All about insurance.
Okay.
Whatever the
Mine
the decon, is that the guy who runs this?
Dickon.
Whatever he recommends is his favorite.
Just got something in new from Tulliola. I know just the thing. And within a few minutes, a round of drinks is brought over to the three Garlands sitting at the table.
Sorry, how many did you say it was?
Um,
I thought it was 4 for some reason.
and then he also brings a round to your table too. He's like, curious what y'all think about this.
Wait, this is the bartender.
Dickon, yeah, the owner. Because he could tell that you guys really appreciate his food, so he's been super, like, accommodating to you.
Oh, nice.
And what's the damages on the round of drinks for the 2 tables?
Not enough to matter. We'll just say 2 gold.
I like this place.
Yeah. I mean, at this level, the food's not really going to cost you guys that much, comparatively.
So is
Unless
this
it's
can
the
ask
good
me to say
stuff.
something? Sorry.
Yeah, he
I
wants to
know.
know what you think of the new drink that he imported from Tulliola.
Cheers.
It is a glass of a mostly clear, slightly golden, like a slight golden hue to the liquid.
What's the size of the glass we're looking at? Shot glass?
Like a tumbler, like half this.
Okay.
This is more of a
On the
mind eraser sort of thing, isn't it?
No, this is called the Pelu Pelu, the Pelu Pelu Mezcal.
Okay.
They make it there.
So,
I'm gonna
toast to the group.
wait to. I'll try to get like the eye contact of the guards. I'm assuming he's like, "Oh, compliments from the table over
yeah.
there,"
Yeah.
and then just like get all of
Cheers.
us to like cheers across the
So
place.
3 of them. Cheers! And they try drinking it. One of them is like, the other 2 are like sipping it. They're like, okay, all right. It's smoky, earthy, but also kind of sweet and fruity. I've never had mezcal. Have you?
Never?
Have you had tequila?
Oh, damn.
I've had tequila.
And then you basically had the same thing.
So mezcal's made from agave, right?
No,
They're
it's
both-
it's the same plant.
Is
It's
it
the,
both-
it's the champagne thing.
Oh.
They're both
What
made
was
from
it?
they're both made from agave. One mezcal is is less aged agave when they make it, so it also has a smokier taste. It's the smoky version of tequila.
And it's allowed to be made outside of Tequila, Mexico.
Correct. There's like 2 places Mexico allows it to be made.
I did not realize that was the thing. But no, like there's an entire quest line in Dawn Trail around mezcal, and Pelu Pelu they're like higher people, except they're much shorter. So they're not Lalafels, but they're like miniaturized
Like a halfling.
humans, kind of, but not exactly. But yeah, so like there's an entire quest chain around it, which I think is kind of cool.
Nice.
That's neat.
Yeah. I've never heard them talk about alcohol as much as they did during those quest lines. I'm like, really? Okay, cool.
Nice.
But yeah, so mezcal.
Cool.
And the Garlean soldiers get up from their table and they come over and sit with you guys. They're like, mind if we join you?
I look at everyone else like, uh-oh.
Well, by all means, friends, have a seat.
Great, great. This is really good. And you see the guy take a sip and he winces again. It's the same one that winced earlier.
Just let it numb your tongue. It'll be easier on the second one.
Yeah, I can feel that.
So what brings you all out to this neck of the woods?
Are you hooded up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Tavi?
His beard is so big it covers.
It's the beard that he just folds up.
Yeah, my usual kind of. Yeah.
What do you do to cover your third eye? I don't recall.
Bandana,
Oh, the bandana?
It's
right?
like Tupac.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a do rag.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sure. You guys are not immediately apparent, or your third eye is not apparent, but you are built like Garleans. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got my bow too, so.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay. Well, it's magic tech.
Magitech is not exclusive to Garleans.
Oh, okay.
It's they use it like they use it more than anybody else, but it's not technology that they have sole use in.
Yeah, like Garland Ironworks also deals a lot with Magitech, and that while that is ran by Sid Garland, who is Garlean,
Correct.
everyone else in there isn't, and they still use Magitech.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if it was like a strong context clue for.
No, I appreciate you pointing it out, but it's not an immediately gives you away kind of thing. Oh, we're taking a hard-earned leave at the moment. Got a few other friends with us here, but they're relaxing at the moment.
Yeah, well, where are you stationed before your shore leave here?
Not really supposed to talk about it, but you ever hear of Mordona?
That's where the Silvertear Lake is. Yeah.
Kind of a backwater place in Aorvia. Not a lot going on there. Pretty swampy. Kind of smells bad. But there's a lot of etheric activity. A lot of corrupted crystals nearby. And big fuck off tower.
Soul's gonna brush his hood back and be like, sounds like the Garlean army sending you somewhere like that.
So you're showing.
Yes.
They look at you. You don't have anything immediately showing what your rank was on you, right?
No, I think you deliberately hide that until we got, or
Yeah.
hid that until we got to the camp.
Yeah. Well, your tattoo is visible now.
Yeah, the tattoo will be visible.
And you were 8th Legion.
Correct. I always get that wrong.
I will always get that wrong for your Legion
Yes,
too,
it
because
is.
it changed that one
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I think I was 12th originally, and
You
that's
were,
what
yeah.
always jumps into my head. But I was 8th. Yeah.
8th is.
Right.
12th is.
Millie.
Latinos.
That's right.
And
Don't forget Millie.
Millie doesn't count.
I spent one hard month earning that rank.
I feel like it was longer, but I guess it was just
I think it was like 6 weeks.
in game time, but
Yeah,
it was longer in real life.
significantly. It's like 8 months I was playing AO, I think.
Was it really
It
that
was a long
long?
time, like
That's
6 to 8
a
months or
lot,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yikes.
Dang.
Alright.
You can also look back, when did we fight Titan?
Yeah,
So,
that was a lifetime ago.
Feels like it.
Fuck, I want to check.
Okay, so they look at you and they go, "Oh, active, retired."
Retired. Yeah,
Oh.
I served my time in many places, like where you guys were stationed, and
You
so I
didn't
know. how it
enlist.
is. No, I think that life's behind me now.
I see. 8th Legion. Wasn't there some controversy with them? Hear a lot of shit talked about the 8th Legion. No offense meant.
Oh well, I'm taken. Not part of it anymore.
We got any other secret Garleans at the table?
Well, now that you mention it, and she'll pull aside the high collar of her red dress.
They're just like very surprised, stunned silence kind of thing, because they also know whose Legion that is.
Figured you guys earned some drinks from wherever you came from.
So you bought them for us?
But I did. Another round's on me if you wanted.
Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. Sorry, no.
Slam.
Um,
And you're on shore leave, I don't care.
well, that's the case.
I'll flag Dickin down.
It's
One
not
of
like
them's
there's a
like,
member of the
"Something a
royal
little bit
family
less
at this
strong."
table.
What?
It's not like there's a member of the royal family at this table.
They start looking around like,
It's me. I keep it a secret.
Oh, you're fucking nuts.
Drink up.
Oh, you're supposed to tell him I was Prince Zenos' pet cat turned into a person.
Zenos is allergic to cats.
Maybe that's why he always kept me at arm's length.
Arm's length is actually a move that you can use.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Nice.
And yeah, the Titan fight was session 67, 66, give or take.
Wow.
So if we're on 111 now, that means AO's been here for like, or was there for like
Time fucking
40
flies.
chapters.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah.
That's a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
I felt like AO was pretty short comparatively, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Me too.
The calendar's fucking brilliant.
That-
I'm so glad you guys
Love it
decided
so much.
to
I
do
check that thing all the time for
Yeah.
journal writing.
It's great. I'm definitely gonna put that entire thing in the book after the campaign.
Especially with all the fun session titles you've made. It was like My Father's Keeper
Yeah.
was one of them.
So
Brother's Keeper.
yeah, so they're like, yeah, we'll take another round. And you see some of them start like drinking it faster and coughing, and one of them's like, maybe something a little bit less strong. This is the one that seemed to be choking on it. What?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll flag dicking down and be
Pull
like,
out the mind eraser.
Oh.
What is that?
No, I'm not. I don't have my
It's the head clearer, not
Head
mine.
clearer.
technically you do, because Millie keeps everyone's packs in the portable hole that she has.
Oh, shit.
But she wouldn't know you want it unless you vocalize it.
Can Soul pick up any like clues of what Millie's intentions are of inviting the Guardians over at all, or?
Not likely. She's too good at that game. But mostly just softening them up to hear what there is to hear, because it's from Millie's perspective, the 14th, when we know they were over at the tower, to be all the way over here, get some first-hand source information maybe. But they're also really low rank, so who knows what there may be more than what we've already heard.
I gotta make sure I'm not giving you the wrong ranks when I talk about them. Give me a second.
Yeah, but if nothing else, it's making friends.
For sure. Okay.
You know, the whole like, in the very unlikely event something were to hit the fan, Garlean military, active and retired lining would team like they'd be like, oh, let's help out our active and retired buddies.
I was just trying to figure out if Soul was picking up like, oh, the goal is to get them drunk, so then.
No,
maybe
she's
he
not
would-
super
yeah.
prying with
Okay.
the questions or anything.
Why not?
Seeing that their ranks are low, it's not a lot of information to likely be gained. And she doesn't want it to turn into the Inglorious Bastards bar scene.
By all
Yeah.
means.
That's the best scene in that movie.
What was that?
That's the best scene in that
Oh,
movie.
it's super
So
good.
fucking tense.
You alright, Chris?
Yeah. Get it.
Germans order 5 beers. He ordered, or no, so they ordered 5 beers. He ordered 5 beers.
What's it not like that? Oh, that's
That
the
Germans do it this
appropriate
way. He did it
And
this
then
way,
American,
and that,
yeah.
yep.
language. And British. Right.
Which is a hell of a thing to pick up on.
Honestly, when I was living in Europe, somebody pointed it out to me like, "Oh, it's so funny. Americans always do this, and everybody else does this." And I was just like, "Oh, I
Really?
never would even have noticed that."
Yeah, it tracks. It'd be like the same thing like if a guy was pretending to be American, but he said, "Oh yeah, let me see your schedule." Be a dead giveaway.
You know what? I think it's stupid because if you're gonna use your thumb as a third finger, then you should start counting with your thumb. Thumb should be 1, 2.
I've seen some people
3.
start with their thumb. They're
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3. I've seen that before.
That's allowed, but if you go 1, 2, and then switch to your thumb,
That
Out of
I agree.
order.
Like that's like
Out
1,
of
2,
order.
3. That doesn't.
yeah, right? Exactly. You either start with your thumb or you don't get to switch to your thumb. Americans were way more efficient.
That's why we declared independence.
And then you arrest them on sight if they start with their pinky. 1, 2, 3.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Yeah, they're just legionaries. So Owen would be their title OEN.
Oh wow! I don't even think you ever talked to someone of that rank in the game.
There are a few.
Hmm.
I recognize it. So, but yeah. Anyway, another round of drinks is brought. More mezcal, much to one guy's chagrin. So what brings y'all to Charlie?
I'll quickly point to that guy. Like, if that's a bit much for you, my friend here's got something different that might be a little smoother for you.
Oh yeah? What do you got?
Give me a sec. Unfold a 6-foot black hole on the floor, take his pack out of the hole in the ground, then fold it back up and put it in my shirt. Magic's weird.
Did you get worse?
No, it's that.
You just think that you want to take more.
Soul's gonna kind of give him a little look and sure.
Fuck it.
Like pull out the bottle of the
Head clear.
I was like, brain dryer.
The brain dryer sheet.
And yeah, and then can we get a glass over here, please?
Oh, we're good. I finished mine. You just kind of toss it over your shoulder.
Cool. And then pour him a glass of the head clear.
Ooh, this is really smooth.
Does taste good.
What was the flavor palette on the head? Just sweet?
It doesn't taste like alcohol, I believe is how I described it.
But it had a sweetness to it?
Yeah. Not like candy.
I'll drink half my shot, or half my tumbler, grab that and fill it back up the other half.
That is interesting.
See how it makes. I mean, if it's smoky sweet, that just ups the sweet factor.
That's true. I don't even know how to describe how that'll taste, but
Here's the bad ideas.
Yeah. That you won't remember.
Been doing a lot of that lately.
Oh, real drunk lately? Well, you're not working, so.
So
Extended leave.
what brought you out here on this far away from the area where you're serving?
Truth be told, Valen's Emperor praise him. He's working us like dogs, and not very pleasant to be around. And Brutus over here made a comment that earned a look from Valens like he wanted to cut off his head. So we decided to take our leave altogether, just in case.
That's a smart idea. I had to deal with him directly back in before my leave from the 12th, and he was definitely all you described and then some.
So we call Valens the Emperor?
No, the Emperor be praised. Basically, like, you know, like
Gotcha.
a saints be praised kind of thing.
I was like, whoa, what have I missed?
Spell.
Can't fault you for wanting to put some distance between you and Valens.
Yeah, not my favorite guy. Don't tell him I said that. Wow, what's in this?
Well, your secret's safe with me.
1 R.
1 R.
I misspelled legionnaire. I put 2 R's.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of weeks, and we'd all been here before, so I took the Etherite trip rather than the ship.
It's our first time here. But, yeah, I was just about to ask why'd you pick this place of all places, but if you've been here, and to get you far enough away to fall out of his memory.
There's that, and then there's also the Crystalline Conflict tournaments going on soon, if we wanted to take a look at that.
What's that?
Crystalline Conflict? You're not familiar?
No.
Oh, well, it started in Charlotte and at their studium or something with those twitty prep kids. But they kind of look around before they say that. They're like, yeah. But it's a big game where there's a floating crystal right in the center of a track, more or less. And the whole point is to push that crystal all the way into your opponent's goal. And the first one that gets there wins. So it's like, if there's anybody else standing in the vicinity of the crystal, it doesn't move. Only if it's your team. Now, if it's the other team, then obviously if you're not standing there, they push it towards your goal. The games only last like 7 minutes before they start a new one, so you find out who a winner is. Your battery's off.
Oh.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. Isn't that plugged in there?
Was the switch flipped? Or it might have been come undone from the wall, because that's happened before. But also, yeah, I think the emergency switch needs to be pressed down. The little white peg.
Did it go back on?
Yeah, there we go. So it's brighter.
Oh, we had a power outage. It probably was from that.
Ah, so it popped it.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Okay.
All right. No big deal. But yeah, so we wanted to catch that. It's pretty exciting. You get to see a bunch of games. Big old championship is going to go on pretty soon, so see that. Get back to the crystal mines, so they say.
How do they get him out of the zone if they're the other team's next to the crystal? Like physically push him out or punch him out?
Yeah, it's literally knock him out. You do enough damage, and then they'll get picked up by these invisible hands, but we're sort of well, not really invisible, but disembodied hands. There we go. And they're carried over to their end zone where they're put on timeout for like a minute or something before they can come back in. If they get knocked out, but they're also healed up when they're brought back. You know.
That sounds like a lot of fun if you ask me.
I like it. Never tried it myself, but I like watching. Maybe I'll become a crystalline conflict star when I get out of the military.
Well, I mean, at least the Garlean training's nothing to scoff at, so it'd put you probably a leg up on the others.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Brutus' own Govis over here, the brew. He's the one that does not like the drink.
G-O-B-U-S?
G-O-V-U-S.
Realize my U's and my V's look the fucking same.
Versatile.
Now hopefully you like the head clearer more than the
This is
the
real
mezcal.
good, man. It's real good. Yeah, he's a lightweight.
Probably should just stick to the one glass then. I made the mistake the other day of having like 5.
Oh.
And I don't remember the other day.
Well, I'm Titus' own Tertius. That one's Ben.
Ben.
I got a really long name. I just go by Ben.
Oh, pleasure to meet you,
Trust me.
Titus, Ben, and Brutus. My name's Andrei. Mila, Piers, and Shira.
They immediately stand up and salute.
You're on leave. Stop it. And I'm not in uniform.
They just immediately stand up as soon as you say your rank.
I'll
Sol Lawson stands up and salutes too.
I'll wobble up
I know he's
from.
not higher rank than you was.
No,
I
but
know,
he
but he's
hasn't
just-
announced his rank,
Yeah,
so
he's
Just
messing
feels
around.
very
I'll stand
amused
up
by
and
the
do
whole
the
situation.
salute, and then stumble back into my chair because I had my mixed drink.
Yeah. They see you salute. Like, what rank were you before you got out?
I believe the official rank is troll.
They laugh.
I think my compatriot's right, but I'm Solus Rem Junius.
Which is also a higher rank than them.
And
so
much higher than Millie.
Yeah, much higher. They have not sat down, and they turn towards you and keep their salute going.
Sit down, sit down.
Do they sit down when he says that?
Like immediately when he says that.
Okay.
Stand up. No, sit down. Stand up.
Thou shalt
So
not
many
use
high-ranking
the
Garleans
third
in one
in
place.
order.
What was that?
So many high-ranking Garleans in one place.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, but you kind of look Garlean. Are you? Come on, take off the bandana.
Nah. I'm just here with my friends.
Oh, we're all friends here. We're all drinking together. Come on, we won't tell your secret. Who are you?
I'm just a blacksmith.
Got a name I would know?
Nope.
It's not very friendly.
You can just call me Tavi.
Tavi.
He's real shy. He's not a very good blacksmith.
Oh, okay.
Wink at Deus.
Alright. Omega comes to the table and just kind of sits down. Hey, gang, what are we doing?
Eating, drinking, making some new friends in 14th.
That's cool. You got anything for me to eat and drink? Or do I gotta go, like, order it like a person?
Dick on!
I'm busy.
Like,
He, like,
Size up.
There's, like,
How-
a line all the way to the harbor. Like,
of course there is. How sweaty does Omega look?
very.
3 burgers for this one.
It's like, and then he points to one of his helpers, a waiter that was behind the counter, who goes over. It's like, sorry, what was it? You wanted 3? Why are your fingers like that?
Outsider!
Oh no.
It's kind of weird.
Would
Charlie's
Omega?
actually counting alternating pinky fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
God, that's weird.
Three, please.
Would Omega have woken up Kevin?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So Omega's like, yeah, 3 burgers. That sounds good. You drinking too?
Yeah, we got this, Dick in here had this new stuff from Tulilela. Where did he say it was from?
Was that Jimmy or was that Millie?
Mostly Millie, a little bit Jimmy.
Tuliola.
So, yell after the waiter. One of the mezcals for Omega.
You got it. After a few minutes, they bring it back. Right. Omega sees the drink. What is this? Water? And just chugs it.
That's an Omega response.
That's good. Let me get another.
If I remember correctly, Cliffside had a very poor selection of booze, right? Like basically like wine and beer, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. But you guys have had alcohol since you've been out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just trying to remember what we all had growing up.
Maybe I don't shoot it next time.
I feel like it's a sip and drink.
Yeah, I can feel that. Hey, let me try a burger. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, I remember why I came down. Kevin passed out.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think he's fine. He's just tired, but it's just like mid-rep, he just kind of, face plant.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh,
I gotta go.
he's sleeping. He's fine. He's fine.
I'll check on him. Make sure he's okay.
All right, give me a second, Deus. I'll follow you in case you need any medical attention.
So you're just leaving them at the table with the cards?
I mean, I'm the only one that can help Kevin if he's fucked up.
Are you?
Do you know Greater Restoration?
I know other things.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, bye everybody. I hope everyone has a good evening. It was a pleasure meeting the 3 of you.
Oh, yeah, likewise. Are you coming back, or is...
It depends on how Kevin's doing. So.
Who's Kevin?
Her, probably not. Me, I'll be back in a few.
Okay, alright. So you guys fuck off towards Baldessian Annex.
Then I'll tell the waiter to basically just put the Brutus, Titus, and Ben's drinks on my tab.
I thought they already did that because you bought the drinks from them.
Any future.
Oh,
runs.
okay. Alright, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna go with Deus to find Kevin.
Okay. Omega's like chomping into the second burger now. Hasn't finished the first, but goes for the second. Just see if it's different.
One bite out of each.
Yeah.
Everybody counts weird here.
Yeah. So I run down the street towards it and I'm yelling Kevin, even though no way in hell Kevin would hear me because it's still.
Yeah, but
over
you guys
there.
hear it. It's echoing like.
Just shrugging out the garland.
Yeah, he must be home alone.
Kevin.
Just like that.
Kevin shouts his own name when he wakes up.
Don't we all?
Just as long as the what bandits are
Bandits, yeah.
You leave the sink running for some reason. Yeah. Do you give up? Never! Yeah. I forgot he does that. Dude's real funny. He was good in For All Mankind this last season. He was in it. Yeah. I can't remember what his name is, but that doesn't matter. So, at the table, the Garlands are still sitting with those who stayed behind. So what brings you to Charlotte?
we're just traveling through these parts and thought we might stop by their library and check it out.
Books are kind of boring, though, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I don't even care about them, but I'm just, hang with my friends and,
It's a really cool bow you got.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Is that your service weapon?
I was, but some of my friends have made some modifications to it. I don't know if you noticed. Patriot.
Can I look at it?
And
They're wrong. No, just kidding.
I've been wrong.
Yeah, they're like looking it over. Whoa, what did you do to it?
Well, we came across.
Oh, you're not there.
I'm not there, no.
Yeah.
Thank you for stating the character.
Quite a special magical mandolin got integrated into the bow.
Yeah. Doesn't look like any bow I've ever seen, but it's functional?
Oh yeah, definitely is.
That's cool.
It
I know how to play harmonica.
Can you?
Not well, but
I'd still
I know
like
how
to
to
hear
blow
it.
and do it. Okay, hold on. Performance check. It's serviceable. It's like something that you hear sitting around a campfire at night.
Well done, soldier.
Thanks. I probably play better when I'm not drunk, or the other way around.
Don't sell yourself short. That sounded great.
No, thanks. Why don't you play us something? Vicious Mockery.
Otto's irresistible games.
Oh no!
Oh, it doesn't seem like you're sitting down, sir.
Thought I told you to sit.
So I'll play a little. Get the bow back and play a little ditty on it.
Stairway to Heaven.
Well, no, there's a sign in the back that says no,
No
stairway.
Stairway
It
denied.
starts at.
No. Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the opposite of Stairway to Heaven?
Exactly.
Alright, so Soul serenades the group. Deus and Millie, you enter the Baldistan Annex, go down to the built-in gym below where Kevin was working out.
Is he the only one in the gym, or there's other people just like, what the fuck happened with
Working
that
out around
guy?
him. There are other people working out, but they're kind of just giving him a wide berth, and he's just on the floor, like ass in the air, face down, and like there's a dumbbell next to him.
Kevin, wake up.
Is someone in danger? Hey, what's going on?
No, you passed out.
Hey, what? Oh, what?
Yeah, make it said you passed out, so we came to see how you were doing.
Oh, I think I was just resting my eyes. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As Kevin tries to move, like he is insanely sore. Like you can see him get up and kind of like look like a feeble man.
So it's basically like when you go back to working out after not having done
Exactly.
it for a while, you push yourself too hard, you wake up the next morning and your
You
legs
fall
don't
over.
work.
Yeah. I'm fine, everyone. I'm fine. It's just I just gotta push myself a little bit harder.
Kevin
I'll
looks like
figure it
he's
out.
long preludes.
Kevin, how much do you think you weigh?
Oh God. How much does a very tall person weigh?
I'd say Kevin
Ronnie.
probably, with how buff Kevin is, he's probably pushing like 250, 300.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking like 300 for him.
Yeah, I don't know, something like 310 stone, which I'm gonna just say are pounds, even though I know
That's so much
stone-
more.
I know.
Kevin weighs 1,000 pounds.
I know, it's
Multiple.
stone.
Pounds.
I just assume, we didn't have like, okay,
Yeah.
So stone is 14 pounds.
14
Mm.
pounds. Yeah.
So if you are 310
That's
stone,
hilarious. So as soon as Kevin
Kevin is the densest material on the planet.
Kevin is made out of a dwarf star material.
Yeah.
But as soon as Kevin says that, Millie's just gonna go over and just like push him. Does he fall over?
What did you push him? And how hard?
I mean,
Standing up.
as hard as her 80-pound body can do to try to drive a point home that Kevin is overworked.
So yes, you can see Kevin try to stop himself from falling, but then like his muscles kind of just stiffen up, and he can't catch himself, and he stumbles over.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin, I'm pretty certain that your leg weighs more than I do. I shouldn't be able to push you like that.
Yeah, I know it was just I don't know, my leg tensed up. Yeah, I'm sure I'm fine. I just gotta work it a little bit more.
All right, well, here's the deal, Kevin. I can help you feel better, but you need to promise Deus that you're going to rest and take a night's sleep first.
Promise
Do
days
it.
that I'm gonna rest and
I'll
sleep.
make you feel better, but you need to rest, and then tomorrow you can get back to training.
And I'll feel better.
You'll feel significantly better.
All right, then I won't train anymore today, and I'll get a good night's rest.
All right, good.
All right. Then Millie will touch the ruby in her music box and cast Greater Restoration on Kevin, removing his level of exhaustion.
Oh, that feels way better. Everything was so stiff all of a sudden. I don't know what was going on. I shouldn't be that stiff for working out for 3 straight days, right? Is it 3 straight days? 2 straight days?
Like
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
No, but I'm fine now. No, nothing to worry about. Thanks for coming and checking on me. I promise, like I make promises, I won't work out no more today, all right?
Did you finish your dinner that Deus brought you earlier?
Yeah, that helped a lot. Thanks, Deej.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kevin. Have some more water.
Yeah, that's right. So you said something about water. I'm gonna drink some water. Hey.
Deus, it's your responsibility to make sure he doesn't.
Wait, that's not water. That's mezcal.
Why'd I bring the bottle?
You can
Make sure he
see.
doesn't overexert himself tomorrow.
You can see this whole time while Kevin's talking, he's kind of not looking at Deus. Not like his awkward, lovey-dovey, can't realize his feelings type of look. He's just kind of not looking at you. Just FYI.
Okay. Are you okay, Kevin?
Yeah, no. Everything's fine, Deej. Everything's fine. You mind if I talk to Miller for a sec? Just one-on-one.
Yeah. Sure. You can do that. Just so you know, the rest of the group's over at the last stand, and we made some new friends. So if you want to go and socialize after you're done, we'll go back over there. So.
Yeah. That sounds good. As long as I can get some rest and continue training tomorrow. I don't mind socializing a little bit.
I'd wager Dickon has some pretty good desserts too, based if the rest of his cooking's as good.
Watch your language, okay? You don't need to be cursing out here.
All right, Kevin. I'll go save you a seat then.
Thanks, Deej.
All right, and then I'll walk back.
So what'd you need, Kevin?
Sorry, it's hard to say. I just couldn't say in front of Deej because I know she'd probably get mad at me. But you know how she gave me this amazing sword that I love, that I felt like I had the lot, to do everything. The ivory cutter, like I could slice through anything, right?
Right.
I didn't make a promise, but I said since I have the ivory cutter, I'd never have to go back to using my dark sword. I always found the dark sword gave me power. But I promised her, if I had a good sword and it was doing right, I'd use that sword. But I think something's going wrong. I just couldn't protect everyone. The professor had to sacrifice almost his life to save us all, and that makes me fail as a leader. And the reason I want to talk to you is I've never heard of anyone that can fight, right? Well, I fight with a two-handed sword, but fight with two-handed swords. And I think one of the only ways for me to get stronger is if I can find someone that can teach me how to fight with two-handed swords. The ivory cutter in one, and the dark sword in the other. Because the dark sword, it always gave me power. It was thirsting for power. And if I get more power and I get stronger, then I can protect everyone, both with the light and the dark. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm trying to say it the right way or nothing, but you see what I'm trying to say?
Well, I think I get what you're saying, and I can tell that your heart's in the right place, but if you think about it, just take a moment and look back onto how you got the two swords. Deus's sword was given to you by your oldest friend, forged in love, and imbued with a type of power to embolden you in everything that you do.
That's right. That's right.
And it's
probably
a
the
work
finest
of art.
sharp sword
Like
it
I've
is.
never made anything half as beautiful as the ivory cutter that Deus made for you.
And I don't think I've
And
ever
then-
seen a sword more beautiful.
Exactly. Now, think about it on the other side, your dark sword. Where did we find that?
Yeah, we found it in a dungeon, and next to a bunch of skeletons, and it helped kill that same skeleton that we found it on.
Right, but at that same time, when we were fighting that skeleton and it quite nearly wiped us all out, did it feel to you like that sword was forged from a similar place of goodness as the ivory cutter was?
Nope. Definitely not. It was forged from a place of great power, a power that could cut down almost anything in its way, be it good or bad.
Right, and you've nailed it on the head right there. Good or bad. I don't think that the ivory cutter would ever harm something good. But your other sword, I absolutely think that has the potential to harm all the good things in your life, like Deus, or your children, or your wife.
No way. I don't think so. I think Bob would protect me, and if I'm using the ivory cutter, that would balance out some of the bad that would happen with this sword. Look. I know you don't quite understand me, but I gotta make sure I'm protecting everyone. So I guess what I'm asking you is, you kind of saw your way around this town. Do you think there's someone here that could train me how to use both two-handed swords at the same time? And you have to promise me you can't tell Deej about this. I won't use it all the time, but if it calls for it, I want to use both swords to protect everyone.
Well, I don't think there's anyone here that could teach that, if it can even be taught. I mean, there's certain physics applied here that make wielding two swords of that size difficult, even for one of your stature. But if you're truly worried about being unable to keep everyone safe now that Sid's gone, I have ways that I can help you do that.
Like
And
what?
Millie will pull out a little yellow candy wrapped in wax paper. If you ever feel like you're truly at your limit here and you're at a loss for how to protect those you care about, if you eat this, it might give you the boost that you need to get the job done and save the day without having to break your promise to Deus about using that sword.
That's Viagra.
It's a blue pill. It's a little blue pill.
I thank you much, and I can't promise I'm not going to be searching out in secret someone that might be able to teach me how to use both. All right. For the time being, I'm only gonna. What is it?
It's the spell that normally turns wizards into fighters,
Right.
but on a fighter, it's like plus 50 health, plus 2d12 force damage, and an extra attack, things like that.
Damn, that's sick. Yeah,
It's not quite as good. It loses a little bit of benefits on you because you already have an extra attack per turn, so that cancels out. But
All right.
in general, it's still a bunch of extra damage and health. Yeah.
I very much appreciate that. Yeah, and I swear, I'm gonna try my best not to use both of them. But can you make me a promise and keep this conversation between you and me for right now? I couldn't do that to Deej after everything she's done for me. And how much I care about her, it would just break her. But you know what break me more? Seeing any of you die. Seeing any of you sacrifice your lives to try to save someone else. That's my responsibility. That's my job as a leader to make sure everyone survives. So at least for now, can you make me a promise, a real promise that you won't tell Deja or anyone else I'm looking for this ability.
I promise I won't tell anyone, but I just want you to think long and hard about how hurt Deus would be if she saw you using that sword again, regardless of the circumstances.
Yeah, I get that, and you're right, but I'd much rather see a hurt Deus than a dead Deus. All right, you get what I'm saying?
I would agree, but there's also going to be circumstances where you think it might be the best call, and then the damage is done, and you save Deus, but at what cost? Or we get into a fight where you think you need to use the sword, and you do, and then we come out ahead, regardless of whether or not you use the sword, and you've still hurt Deus in that way.
As long as Deus didn't die, then I did my job. But I'll take what you said to heart. All right.
All right, that's all I can ask of you.
Although I feel my body feels much better, I think I gotta go get some rest. Yeah, thanks.
Maybe
Thanks.
eat some more. I think one dinner's not enough for you if you've been working out since we got here.
All right, I'll eat first. But thanks again for keeping my secret.
Out of character, John.
Yep.
Are you looking for a way to justify picking up a feat that allows you to use 2 greatswords?
Not a feat, but maybe a feat. Yes, DM notes. Kevin now is trying to use both swords, understanding that's probably going to be a detriment to something, but it's part of his character arc.
Okay.
I realized I
In the
wanted to
previous
follow.
edition, they had the
Yeah.
monkey grip feat, which was exactly that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it had, I think, it imposed like a -6 penalty to hit on the previous edition. So like,
Yeah, however that's going to balance out, and also because if you think the Ivory Cutter is like pure light and blessed, and the Dark Sword is dark and does necrotic damage to the wielder every turn he holds it. So however you want to work that out and figure it out in your DM head.
Neither
just
light nor
okay.
dark are inherently good or evil. It's how you use it.
Yeah, exactly. Just know that's what Kevin's going to be searching out secretly soon. So. Yeah.
Juicy.
So you can think about how you want to do that, Daz. Because honestly, I wouldn't know how to stat that. I wouldn't know what to do. So, yeah, take that under advisement.
Deus, you return to the table.
everyone's
I was gone too long.
The garlands are missing. Their throats are slit.
By the way, thanks for that candy. That sounds sick. Whatever that is.
it's one of Millie's hardest candies to make.
Oh man, and Kevin feels very nice getting it. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's a 6th-level spell. So basically, for Millie to create that candy, it gives herself exhaustion on the day she made it.
Wow.
Jeez.
Because I have to use a 6th-level and a 7th-level spell to do it.
And what is the technically spell?
Yeah, so the spell is called Tensor's Transformation. For you, basically what happens is you get 50 temp HP, advantage on all weapon attacks,
Oh shit.
2d12 force damage, proficiency in strength and con saves, which you already have, and attack twice instead of once for your normal attack, which you already have. So really, it's just the first 3. So the temp HP, auto advantage, and the extra 2d12 force damage. And then when the spell wears off after 10 minutes, you have to make a con save or take a level of exhaustion. And you cannot cast or maintain concentration on spells while the effect is active.
He doesn't have any spells anyway. Oh, actually, technically he does.
We have a couple, but
Yeah.
that's why it's better for you than it is for
That's
Millie.
crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy candy. Holy crap. All right, cool. Well, that might come in handy one day. And Kevin's about to die.
No, it's if you can slap it on a martial character. Like when I made that candy, I had in mind either giving it to Kevin or giving it to Kenji. Or, Kevin, Kenji, or Inti, because they have the most quantity of attacks.
Yeah, well, that's freaking sick.
Yep. And I only had 2, so now you have one of them.
Yeah, 20. No. That's close. The 8's right. It said 20. Okay. Sat back down at the table.
Yep.
Everybody's considerably more drunk.
Nice.
Did you have any of the head clear or still still mezcal?
Just mezcal, yeah.
Just tequila.
Just tequila champagne.
So did I miss anything?
This stuff is good.
Yeah, I can tell.
If you want some head clear, I can
Oh
put
yeah.
you a glass.
How many of them have had the head clearer at this point?
Just Brutus.
Okay.
All
Poor
right.
We
Brutus.
targeted the weakest.
Give us your secrets. The secrets you clearly know as a basic legionary.
Yeah. I think since Soul's offering, I would have a glass of
Okay.
that.
Pour a very small glass for Deus.
I think so. Toss it back. Ooh, sweet.
Is that the head clear or the mezcal?
The head clearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
Once Kevin comes back in, he kind of sits opposite of the table where Deus is, so he doesn't have to look at her. On the same side as the table, though, so he doesn't have to look at her in the eye, and begins to eat.
Oh, so Kevin did come. I thought he said he was going to go rest.
He was gonna
Oh,
eat first.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard he was in such a caloric deficit, he needed more food than just the one dinner, like Omega.
Okay. Alright, so the girl is there. Who's this big fella?
Oh, this is Kevin. He's my childhood friend.
Was he the one that was passed out a second ago?
Yes, but Millie helped him out.
Oh, I wasn't passed out. I was just resting my eyes from my 3 days of my 2 days of intensive training.
It's true. He's been working pretty hard.
Yeah, but my friends, they help make my muscles feel better, and I feel like I'm good to go again after a good night's rest.
That's good. Thank you. Grazie.
Had to patch him up a bit, but Kevin's doing much better now.
Yeah. Well, Brutus stands up, wobbles a little bit, and walks over to Kevin. He just starts poking your tricep.
Breaks his finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like he's poking into like a brick almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want
Uh,
to caress your muscles, man.
Kevin like pokes his. I don't. Is this a custom? I'm not known here.
Oh, God. What's your finger made of? Knives?
Wow, no bones. I think of what the professor said, and skin, and vessels, and blood. I can't remember.
No,
Okay.
I'll nod encouragingly to Kevin as he lists off proper anatomy. No, I am.
Oh.
I'm nodding encouragingly.
Wait, how come you guys don't look like everyone else around here? You look like one of those Garlickians. That's who poked me, right? A Garlickian? A Garlian?
Yeah.
A Garlian?
Garlian. But the garlic,
bread.
I would totally lick some garlic right now. It sounds delicious.
All right. Well, is it
Have you ever
common?
had a clove of garlic that's just been like marinating in honey. It's really good.
Not in honey, you know.
It's actually really good.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I'll try that.
Clear your sinuses too.
Oh yeah.
Good old sinus clear.
Oh, by the way, before. Oh, sorry. Just a slight retcon. Kevin planted all his popotos in the ground outside the inn. He's carrying no more popotos anymore.
Oh.
Wait, the Baldessian Annex, you planted them in Charlian?
Yeah, well, because
I was just gonna say,
they're
come
all
back in a
alive
week
and
and nothing but photos.
so he just dug the ground and planted them all because he felt bad.
This is why you went through customs, man.
They apparently didn't do their job.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is
they didn't ask for carrying fruits or vegetables. Yeah.
Invasive species.
They got very distracted by the dude J-kicking into the harbor.
Yeah. Next, and that was more interesting than the dragon that was also there.
Hey, when the Dragon J kick stopped it.
Yeah, so Garlean sits down again, Brutus sits down again. What?
I'm picturing Soul being drunk and being like, J kick, and just falling. It's like,
Hey guys,
"Oh,
look at this move I saw the other
I
day.
saw somebody do that. I swear I go flying.
No, I'm picturing you doing that, except you land in the water of the harbor.
So you gotta tell me you want to do it, and then as you do it, she'll telekinesis you into the distance.
Hey,
Not catch you though, because the range isn't that far.
hey,
Flies
Soul.
into the statue of Beliak.
Soul, Tavi, do you guys know this guy? These guys?
We do now, since they've sat down and drank with us. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And they. Is there some weird thing where if they're sitting next to, one of the emperor's cousins, that they have to like show respect? I didn't know they could sit at the same table as them.
The color drains from all three of their faces, like instant sobering, or at least the effect of such.
Kevin, we're not
You
we're
only
not gonna
had
play this
one-
game and act like you're a Garlean prince, okay? Let's just not do this in front of them.
Oh,
They're just on leave, Kevin.
Wait.
no, not me. I'm talking about Tavi. Oh, Toffee. Shit.
Yes, we're not gonna play that game either.
Whoop.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Which game? I didn't know. Slap. Where we play? Slappy Facey?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so no Slappy Facey.
Exactly. I think we're
Got
on the
it.
same.
Okay, I got a little confused there when. Okay, no Slappy Facey. That's fine. And he goes back to eating.
Okay,
It's a lot of
that was allowed.
them. He's fudging the rolls.
No, I'm rolling 3 times.
Oh no.
Okay.
Look back at the Garleans. Do they seem
Wary.
okay?
Like, the fuck is this guy talking about? Cousin of the Emperor?
I'm gonna have to excuse our friend. He's been training for days at this point, and so I think he's quite exhausted and is not sure what he's talking about.
Okay.
So that endorphin rush.
So, Cousin of the Emperor, obviously you were talking about me, right?
And Sol is looking at Kevin and nodding like,
Nodding. No, no, I was talking about Toffee. No, but I was not. I was not playing Slappy Facey right now. Wait, I'm confused. So are we playing Slappy Facey? You're waving your head yes and no. Like yes, we are.
we might be playing Slappy Face in a minute here.
You But you said no games. I'm so confused. I've been training for 2 straight days. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I know, Kevin. It's a very confusing time. Why don't you just eat your food and let's not bother our Garlean friends with anything like that.
Tavi,
Okay.
what do you do when Kevin makes that statement?
I just look clueless.
Smart.
Okay.
Alicia Silverstone.
Paul Rudd.
Looks like Alicia Silverstone. He's
Mhm.
clueless.
Paul Rudd was in that.
He was.
He looks exactly the same.
He was like a high school guy at the time, and I was just like, you look exactly the same as today, so
Mhm.
I believe it.
He's a vampire. Okay. So, Brutus and Titus are just like, okay, whatever. Like, this is weird. But Ben is like staring at Tavi's profile. Like, just looking at your face. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Millie.
Garleans don't have beards.
Yeah, but can you do this? Just put your hands up like this real quick.
Oh, and then Kevin slaps him. Not Tavi, the guy that was putting his hands up to his face.
Roll an attack?
Sloppy face.
Unarmed attack. My actions, there it is. Please not high. Okay, well, it's 18. That's not much I can do about that.
Yeah, you hit him, and like his entire head turns like, oh, like you hear the jaw dislodge. Oh.
Okay, your
And he
turn.
stands up, and he looks at, he's got murder in his eyes. Looks at Kevin.
Yep, and goes, okay, your turn. I didn't think we were playing Slappy Facey until you put your hands on your face, which indicates that a Slappy Facey game's about to play. That's how, your hands on your face. Your turn. Slap me as hard as you want to.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
slap him as hard as you want to.
He gets
slap.
really fucking close to Kevin, and just
Yep.
like nose to nose.
Yep.
And then backs up and smacks you as hard as he can.
Nice. AC 19.
Nat 20.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. It's 2 points of damage. It's not. Yeah. But it's enough that you in your weakened state will fall over.
Yeah, and I fall over like, oh man, that was a great hit. I never fall over when playing Slap and Facey, but must have been the training. Hey, what was your name? Yeah, it was a great Slap and Facey game. Kevin slowly gets back up, puts his hand out for a handshake. Yeah, I've never seen someone slap me that hard, but you know what, sir? You've earned yourself a drink.
Okay, so then the scowl from his face starts to drain away a bit, and he actually shakes your hand.
Hey, get this guy whatever he was drinking one more on me.
All right. It's another glass of mezcal.
And congratulations. As everyone knows at this table, I'm one of the best slappy facey players ever. And, you know, I guess today, maybe I'm at my match. But sometime after today, we'll have to try again.
Never even heard of this game, but apparently I'm a natural.
Kevin sits down to finish his dinner. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, your jaw hurts.
Yep. And hopefully he forgot about what I was just saying.
Well, he didn't continue his questioning, so.
That's good.
Yeah. He's also pretty drunk, so. Alright. So, after a little bit longer, the Garleans, very drunk, announce that they are going to go to sleep. And stand up, say they appreciate the company and pleased to make your acquaintance kind of thing before stumbling off.
Well, that was interesting. I feel like we should keep an eye out to see if there's any more Garleans around. Because I feel like they weren't here just by happenstance.
Hey, yeah, and before I go up to my room, I have something to say to everyone here. With Sid gone, you know, I made an agreement that he was going to be in charge of all the contracting and whatnot. And, you know, with Inti always, you know, seeming to be one place or the other, I never really know where Inti is these days. Yeah, I have to pick a new contract negotiator. And if it's all good to you, I have two people in mind. No offense, Saul. I think it should either go to Toffee or Millie. Toffee, because he always just seems like a shrewd negotiator, and he's really calm. And I think you need someone that's calm in negotiations. Or two, Millie, because she seems, you know, since the professor left, probably one of the smartest people we got here. Again, no offense. I'm not the smartest person we got here, but I tried my best. So I'm going to leave the vote up to all y'all on who do you think should be the next negotiator if we ever have to enter into some type of contractual agreement.
It's not serious.
I'll leave it to Millie. I'm more of a push people to do things we want. But negotiating, Millie can do it.
Yeah, as a prince, aren't you supposed to be good at negotiating and stuff?
Not necessarily. We have people for that.
If you say so, well, okay. Then
I mean, you know, when you're a ruler, typically you just say things and they're done. You don't really negotiate.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I like that actually. So, is that kind of like what a leader does? If a leader says something, it just needs to get done?
Depends on who they're leading. If we're just talking about this group where it's relatively even, then no, that's not really how it goes.
Yeah, but you ain't got a CEO who's the leader. Anyway, I don't want to fight. I'm too.
If we're talking about corporations now, then the CEO has a lot of sway, but even there, they don't get to do whatever they want, and people can vote them out.
Wait, people can vote out the CEO. I didn't read that in the rules. Then again, I didn't read that book, but whatever. Okay, well then, if everyone's okay with Millie being the one to negotiate first our contracts moving forward, hold your peace now, or say your piece now, Or say up if you have something wrong with it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I do think Tavi would have been a good choice too, though, Kevin. So I think your choice of Millie and Tavi were good. Tavi's very level-headed.
I can always ask him for his advice too,
Yeah.
or his opinion on the matter.
And especially since he's a prince, he likes to delegate stuff. He can just delegate it to you,
One
Millie.
of the Garleans has come back because he left his weapon at the table, and he hears you call him a prince. Okay,
Oh, what
now you're calling him a prince when we're not here. What's going on?
Well, it's an inside joke.
Well, yeah, after he called me a
He
prince.
just grabs his sword and leaves.
I was gonna say something. Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Make up an explanation for why we call him Prince.
Okay, well. Okay, so I guess we have to kind of talk about this then. So we have one vote for Toffee. So what do you think, Toffee or Millie?
Oh,
That's cool.
I feel like Millie could handle it.
Yeah, it's from that Wormwood Dispel set that Mike and I did.
Okay, we got
I mean, I
one.
do have quite a long time of experience making deals.
That's right. And Millie, to be fair, Millie just made an incredible deal to one, come and hang out with us forever, and gave up immortality. I mean, I don't think anyone else would have figured out that deal.
Close enough.
Yeah, definitely.
No need to correct it.
Let me see. Is anyone else at our table? I kind of wish it was like the other group that actually had a decision. Oh, Omega, what do you think?
I think the numbers are dumb.
All right, well, it's 50-50. I think the only way to do this correctly is to flip a die. Kevin takes out a platinum piece.
But we didn't have more than one vote for Tavi, and it was a vote for Tavi if I wasn't on the ballot.
I count 50-50, and I think the only way to do it is leave it up to Bob and the Fates. So I'm going to toss this up in the air, and wherever it lands, heads, that's going to go to Toffee, tails,
I mean,
it goes to
Kevin,
Millie.
I already took myself out of the vote, so
Well, that's not how it works here. We choose things as a group here.
yeah, but the person that you're choosing should have some sway over what they are responsible for.
Up, I definitely disagree as group leader. Here we go. I'm flipping the die, and I flip it. Daz, you can just roll a 50%. If it's higher than 50, it's heads. If it's lower than 50, it's tails.
It was heads.
Well, it looks like it's you, Soul. Oh, not Soul. Sorry, Toffee. So I've been working out so hard, my brain is hurting. Toffee.
Oh, my negotiation skills say, oh, I choose Millie to talk.
I thought you said head was Millie. Did I mishear?
Oh, okay. Oh, then Millie. Yeah, I can't remember. Fine, Millie it is then. Sorry, Toffee. Yeah, look, you would have been a really good choice, but you know, I'll let Bob decide. And Bob chooses where they.
Darn, I'm so
coin landed.
disappointed. Good job, Millie.
It's okay, Toffee. I'm gonna find something good for you. Don't worry. A prince of your caliber has to be doing something good.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence.
With all that being said, I'm full. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna go up to my room and get some rest.
Okay, bye, Kevin. Hope you have pleasant dreams.
Well, thanks. You too, Deej. Kevin says that's still not kind of looking you in the eye. And he heads up to his room.
Okay, so as soon as Kevin's out of the way, like, hey, is Kevin acting weird to you? Anyone knows that?
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Without going into too much detail, he's worried about disappointing you. It's weighing heavy on his mind. He thinks he let you personally down in that last fight by Sid having to do what he did, he feels like he somehow could have done something to prevent that, or should have done something to prevent that.
Well, I mean, he's let me down a lot of times in the last 16 years that I've known him, but, I don't hold it
You're not
against
wrong.
him. I don't hold it against him.
No, but I mean, I think it might ease his conscience a bit if you were to find a moment to express to him that you appreciate his efforts and you feel like he's doing a good job defending us.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
Every
night.
time. Because we all
There was no camera to warn us.
right, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's
Excuse me, shopkeeper. Yeah, there's some little girl in my room. Could you get her out, please?
A small
No, it's
child.
haunted by her spirit.
You have a tail, Melina. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was
No,
distracted.
that's a really good idea, Millie. I think I'll do that. I mean, I try to do that, but I think I could always say it more often than I do.
I mean, yeah.
'Cause I'm very
I mean,
proud of him.
we all know that he is always giving his best effort when it comes to defending us, whether we need defending in the moment or not. But I think just with Sid sacrificing a bit of himself to stop Titania from killing us all, he feels like that's somehow on his shoulders. So
Yeah, he is very responsible. He had to take on responsibility at a very young age, so I think it's just something that's part of who he is. So.
you know, I think that might be something for it, because you've mentioned that before, that he basically took over the family farm as a teenager or something like that.
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah, before I knew him. But, yeah. And if you find the time and need the help, I think if you were to make some more gadgets and gizmos for him, that might go a long way to know that he's always got your support.
Oh, okay, that's a
And
great
if you
idea.
need any help enchanting them, let me know, and I'd be happy to lend some ether in that direction.
Okay, thanks, Millie. That was good.
And then maybe we find a way to mute the word prince from his mouth.
I was really hoping.
I was getting ready to like cast mass suggestion to like.
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, exactly. The story I was gonna say is we call him Prince in terms of being like a prissy prince. Like he always likes the fancy food or always needs to have the fanciest room or something. Something very not Tavi, but a way that would make sense for calling someone a prince.
Yeah,
Because Jay's already said it was an inside joke.
yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, other than that, I think we all should get a reasonable amount of sleep and some much needed sobriety if we're going to go digging through books all day tomorrow.
You say it with such disdain.
I like digging through the books. Millie dealing with Kevin digging through the books.
So, yeah, it's gonna be different.
To be fair, Kevin doesn't even want to be in the library. Okay, so
Actually, Kevin and Daz are banished from the library, so we have to see how that turns out.
You guys were given access to the restricted section, so kind of overrides it.
Yeah. But, and so before you go to bed, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things regarding tomorrow's plans for research.
Oh,
So just
okay, yeah.
sometime before you go to bed, just swing by my room so we can talk.
In your mind, Kevin's giving you a thumbs up.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna head back and go to bed. So if you want to head back and have that conversation, we can.
All right, just give me a minute. I gotta pay the bill. And there'll be another few gold at that point with the amount of drinks that were going
Call it
around.
5.
Cool.
Although it's probably going to be more expensive the next time you want to get it. You're as guinea pigs.
I love that character.
Dickon?
Hmm
He did not get a lot of screen time, but
It was quality
Yeah.
what screen time he did get. Same thing with the Rozet Han restaurant guy or gal.
gal.
Yeah, I liked her a lot too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll pay the tab. Leave it. Actually, I'll leave a 2 gold tip on that.
That's nice.
Yep. Oh, and I meant to ask earlier, did we see what direction the Garleans went off to in terms of where they're staying the night? Is it the Baldessian alley?
Baldessian Heights.
Okay, so more at the common house or whatever that was.
There was like a kind of more expensive hotel, and it looks like they probably went in that direction. I did that, or they went to like just general residences.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe they have somebody here.
Cool.
But yeah. So after that, Millie would go.
Boys are kind of noisy and shadows.
Both of them look very tired.
They really do. Like I don't think I've ever seen Fen this tired before.
Yeah.
He was all day. People were coming up to the desk.
You know, Loki's the same day. Anytime I ever brought him to the office, he'd be like, "I'm having the best time here." Gets home, dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, Millie will head to Soul's room after that if nobody else stops her for anything.
Yep. Nope. I'm going back to my room too. So.
Okay.
And, oh, did we all have our own rooms, or were we sharing rooms at the Baldessian Annex?
You all could have your own room if you wanted.
Okay, cool.
Like it's not a super spacious place, but it's like
Relatively empty.
yeah. There used to be a lot more people in their order. They're not anymore. So those rooms that they were in are more or less empty. I guess.
Okay. What would Deus have preferred then in terms of room arrangements? Would she still want to bunk with Millie like they'd done before, or would she want her own room?
Oh, I mean, it'd be entirely up to Millie. I mean, she wouldn't like really push to go too far with Millie, but if Millie wants to, Daz would be open to it.
Okay.
Because she liked that. She liked to have the whole slumber party thing.
Right, yeah, because I'm just figuring, like, with the memory wiping, it would be back to the way things were, which was room together.
Yeah, we could room together and then have the take apart the beds and
Push the
Oh, I like
love
that. I like that the girls are back together again. That makes me happy.
No, I mean that was something I was talking to Christian and Mike about. That if I couldn't find a way for Millie to deal with the guilt of the murders one way or the other, I would have retired her.
Yeah.
Because that's not post-trauma guilt. Millie is not a Millie I wanted to play. Healthy
You put
coping mechanism.
yourself in that
Oh, for sure, but it was all organic to the character.
Yeah, I know you didn't want to play it. I was very interested to see how it was going to play out.
Okay then. So then Millie would just probably drop off some stuff at the room then, so Deus would see her, and then
yeah, and then you head out
Yeah, like-
to talk to Saul.
yeah, just down the hall or whatever. Knock, knock, knock.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Soul's browsing Reddit.
I was trying to meet. Yep. Hello.
He's on his data slate. What is that URL?
Sorry, I'm
Giphy.com.
sketching memes.
Oh, it's Millie.
Yeah. Come in. What did you want to talk about?
And close the door. I'll like listen at the door to see if there's anything that sounds like someone would be listening in on our door.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's looking through a peephole and breathing really heavy.
I go No Country for Old Men with the.
Oh god.
Soul just kind of looks. Do you think you were followed?
I think it was housekeeping.
Oh no.
No, just an abundance of caution given what we saw earlier during the Senate floor discussion.
Out of character? Did we talk?
No, this is
I was
the
just-
first
okay.
time we've talked about it. It was just basically the only thing we did is we kind of like looked a side glance at each
Okay.
other, like you're seeing this shit, but nobody else seemingly noticed it besides us.
Okay. So, okay, I'm glad that you were confirming that you saw it too, because I wasn't sure if I was just seeing things.
Right. No, basically, as soon as we decided to bring them up in conversation with the forum, whatever that one was made their presence known. I don't think, at least, I mean, I know we saw them in the dream, the one where I was pulled into, but prior to that, I don't remember seeing them anywhere else, like the way we've seen Emperor Solus, or any of the ones
I
at the
haven't
library.
seen that Austin before.
No.
Yeah, I didn't recognize them, and yeah, I don't remember them being in our dream.
All right then. So if we're thinking of our one-on-one interactions that we for certain have had, we've encountered Emperor Solus, whatever his actual name is.
Dusk Elf.
Supposedly.
Right, the supposed Emperor Solus.
He's given you his name before, hasn't he?
I don't think he's given us his Asian name.
Okay.
But yeah, he told us he was Solus.
Yeah. So we've seen him 2 or 3 times now, ranging back from the steppe after we beat Titan. then once again in the library, and then once again in the dream. We've seen Pashtarot briefly in Ishgard, and then whoever this one is, I think that's our third one-on-one that we've encountered. At least of the masked ones.
Yep, that sounds right.
Okay. Well, slightly reassuring and also equally ominous that it's only you and I that saw him at the forum, but I mean it tracks with whatever the reason is that they picked us out of the lineup of our team to talk to us or dream at us. That's at least consistent. But I think, to me, it means we're on the right track. Because if they're going to show up to taunt us like that, why bother if we were just completely barking up the wrong tree? Then why would they even have shown up in the first place? So I think whatever it is we find in that forbidden section, we need to pay extra close attention to. Probably more than whatever it is that's going on with Omega. Not to devalue whatever Omega's going through, but it feels like that's a little more pressing than a Charlian who presumably left, 400 years ago? So, with that in mind, I wanted to pick your brain. If I remember correctly, you've got a spell in your repertoire that lets you pull information from ages past when you used it on the Omega crater when we were first visiting the 12th.
Soul's gonna kind of stiffen a little bit, but then be like, yeah, I can cast that using my bow. Cast it once a week, and yeah, could be able to find out more information.
Alright. Okay then, so we'll probably want to make use of that tomorrow. And then on my end, through my Ruby, I'll pick up the Comprehend Languages spell in case we need it. So that way, if there's anything written in whatever weird text we don't know, I can use that to read it instead of having to tire out my eyes with channeling Ao's sight. It's just a little easier. That's only 10 minutes versus an hour, so easier on the peepers. Yeah, so all that being said, I think we need to focus on anything we can find regarding the Asians, because if they've taken a liking to you and I as the only arcane magic-minded members of the group, I feel like that's a little troublesome, as opposed to them zeroing in on, like, Deus, who doesn't really have any spell-casting ability, or Inti, who's very much so no spell-casting. So it just makes me worried that if they're targeting us out of the only group and we're the only ones who really cast spells, it might be more problematic than if they had targeted everyone. And then with that in mind, I think, well, if one of us is researching, the other person should be keeping an eye out in case they make their presence known again. So just alternate between ours. You look at a thing, I look at a thing. You look at a thing, I look at a thing. And the other one keeps watch in case they show up. Because it wouldn't be the first time. They showed up in the library.
Yeah,
The
I was
other
gonna
library.
say,
So
yeah, I like this idea because definitely saw them in the library, so we know that they're onto us trying to get information. I know I would feel a lot better if we were watching each other's backs. So.
Alright, that'll be the plan then. Actually, let me think on something for a moment. Can I cast Comprehend Languages on other people? No, I cannot. Well, if we wait a little bit tomorrow, just give me a few hours in the morning to prepare, and I can make up a couple of candies to let you comprehend languages too if we need to. It takes me an hour per casting, so I'll make like one or two of them just in case. I'd like to think they would have warned us that if anything was in ancient, undecipherable text, they would have said, oh, by the way, make sure to bring something that can read ancient Allegan or whatever. But I'll keep that in mind for the morning. So then I'd say we head out around 9 o'clock and then gather everyone else, assuming they're awake at that time.
Yeah, I mean, okay sleeping in. So if you want to do the candies, we can wake up and bring everybody to the restriction section.
I was gonna wake up a little early, probably around 6 to do the candies and prepare for the day. I'll make 2 of them, and then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll read whatever we can read, and then I'd save your fancy spell for after we've done our research on whatever we can find from the Asians, and then go from there. Because I think that's a little more pressing than Omega's items. And then you could always cast it again in a week's time on whatever we learned from Omega.
Agreed. Yeah, we find out as much information on the Aston as we can, and then we'll cast it.
All right, sounds like a plan. And then, of course, if anything pops up that we don't want to tomorrow, we'll let each other know.
Yes.
I'll, if I see anything, I'll just pull on my ear, like I'm scratching it or something. Exactly.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
And then if you see something, pretend to tune your bow. If that's a thing you do
Sure
for your
thing,
bow.
yes,
I'm not sure.
After that,
There's tuna fish.
Alright, there we go.
Go lay down.
Alright, that's the plan then. I will
perfect.
see you in the morning. Make sure to sleep off whatever it is you were drinking tonight.
Gonna have to.
Alright, you want to be clear-headed. The books are specially enchanted. You must be smashed to read them.
This is
I would
my
totally
kind of
do that.
library.
Then it's a very safe state-dependent memory reading of the book.
Sense memory.
Yeah. And then with that, Millie will go to bed. And to the bathroom.
Well, do that first, then go to bed.
Sorry, Dennis.
Okay. So, the rest of you get to bed. You fall asleep very quickly. The alcohol helps.
Mm-hmm.
Go drink some water.
Hey, Bob, go get some water. He's like looking at me like, what?
Go drink some alcohol.
Yeah, good boy.
Oh, he's coming. He's gonna jump on me. 3, 2, 1. Do it, Bob. And it's like, what's going on over here? You need to cut your nails, buddy. Yeah, I know you want to go outside. Okay. Next morning comes. The music changes. That's how you know it's morning. Go lay down. You guys can decide whether or not you're hungover when you wake up. It's up to you. You did drink quite a bit. I don't know how much water you had.
Proper
Liquid IV.
hydration.
Kevin
Proper hydration.
would have been up at dawn again. Like as soon as the sun comes up, when he wakes up, he's on farm time. And he would head downstairs. And he would who's at the bar right now, or the innkeeper right now?
Ijika Fujika?
Hey,
That's his name.
is that hey, excuse me, sir? Oh,
Yes. Hello.
Hey, yeah, I know this town's super big on like studying and books and whatnot, right?
Of course.
Hey, do you have any like fighters here, or people that like master swordsmen?
Master swordsman?
Right.
I can't say that I know of any. Some of the gleaners are particularly trained in martial arts, and there are some among the studium who do put some study into that. But I cannot speak to a specific individual.
Okay, no worries. And if there was a town where you would find like a master swordsman, you know, best of the best, where would you go for that? And please don't say Kiyogami.
I don't know where Kiyogami is, so I will say you might want to go to Kugane. There's
Ah,
no-
man, this is.
You could also try Ulda, or perhaps Limsa Liminsa might have some who are good at fencing, if that's what you're into.
No, I'm good at I'm looking for someone that's good at two-handed sword fighting, but four-handed sword fighting.
I think you had four-handed sword fighting?
Oh, you know how sometimes when you hold a really big sword, you have to hold it with 2 hands. I'm looking for someone that's strong enough to hold it a 2-handed sword with 1 hand and another 2-handed sword with 1 hand. You know anyone like that?
Well, you might want to go to Tuliolal and seek out a blessed sibling.
I'm sorry. What now?
A blessed sibling? A Mamulja with 2 heads? They are larger and more powerful, more formidable than other Mamulja of their stature.
And this is called two something or ball.
Tuliolal.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask you to do something really weird. Weird for me, but I'm gonna try to write this down. And Kevin takes out. I guess he does have parchment and paper. Oh yeah, he has parchment. Oh no, they never took his coloring book back. Sweet. He takes out his coloring book. So, because they never took it back. And you mind writing? I'll
Or Tuliyoy.
T U L E Y. Is that like the W, but it's missing like a thing and it has a long thing? Got it? Y.
Here, let me write it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Go. How do you spell it? Sorry.
Tuliyollal.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the what nows?
A
Twins?
blessed sibling?
Blessed sibling. Okay. And is that like close by? Like, can I walk there today?
No. You actually would have to sail there. It is quite a distance.
Got it. But is there a faster way than sailing? Like we use those stones that can make send us there, but we'd have to already have been there. Is there a way to get there without having to use that stone first?
No. Aetherites, you must have attuned to them before you could use them. Otherwise, you might get lost in the live stream.
What now?
No, there's no other way.
Got it. Okay. Well, I thank you so much. And hey, if you could do me a favor, don't tell anyone I was asking about it. Kevin takes out a platinum piece. This is for just keeping this between you and me.
You take a platinum piece. Your secret is safe with my indifference.
Your what now?
I won't tell anyone.
Oh, thanks God. Okay, good. Thanks. I guess I'll get something to eat and get back to training.
Why are you announcing that to me?
Oh, I usually, when I'm thinking about stuff inside the head, it's easier for me to say it outside my head, because sometimes it gets super confusing inside my head, you know?
No, but I'm glad that works for you.
Hey, thanks so much. All right. Kevin's going to go back to training.
Okay, Kevin goes down to the gym. Who's next?
So let's go and get some breakfast.
Are you hungover?
I don't think so.
Okay. He's got waffles, like a big stack of waffles, just covered in maple syrup and butter.
Hell. So I was gonna just jump in.
You're very sticky now.
But yeah, no, he'll order a few waffles and
No, they brought you a plate full of waffles, like.
Oh, damn.
supposed to be the Valorant.
That's cool.
It sounds so good right now.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, I wish Saga's Cafe wasn't overpriced and crappy these days.
Yeah, right. It's the new owner.
Waffles, waffles, waffle.
I will say, there's this, at work, they've got like this little concession place, just like Arvado has.
Mhm.
Like, you can buy food there. It's like a mini mart built
Yeah.
into the break room.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They have a chicken and waffle sandwich. So it's a waffle cut in half.
Oh, that sounds
with,
awesome.
With a breaded chicken patty in it and a little bit of maple that goes on. It's so good.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like 60 seconds in the microwave.
Oh,
It tastes so good. I wish it was bigger, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the girls say about me. It's so sad.
at least
So
we're talking
sweet,
about you.
but I wish it was bigger.
But John, I thought you were black below the belt.
I'm a mixture of black and Filipino, so we balance out.
Oh,
Average.
Gotcha. Do you call it Little Duterte or whatever his name is?
Yeah, Duarte. No, he's a fucking asshole. But that's awesome.
Wait, what is it? Manny Pacquiao? So this is Mini Pacquiao?
Oh, Mini Pacquiao. That'd be sick. That's a good name to call.
Alright. So Soul's going to get some food. I'm assuming others are waking up around the same time.
Yeah,
I'm,
go
I'm
down.
enchanting my
Breakfast
morning.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
No.
Yeah. What was that, Tommy?
Breakfast time.
What flavor of candy
Breakfast
would
time,
comprehend language be?
Waffle candies.
I'm gonna go with black licorice because it sounds like a very unappetizing spell to eat.
Or there's originals.
See, those are great.
Yes, but the reason that you can comprehend languages is because the people that have them are so old that they know
Okay,
the old
there we go.
languages.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
I already have a caramel.
They're butterscotches, right?
Butterscotch is a revivify. Well, no, they have Werther's Originals caramel.
Caramel, oh yeah.
But I do, yeah, because revivify is butterscotch.
Okay. Yeah, my reasoning is sound, thank you very much.
Yeah, makes sense to me, yeah.
No, I didn't put a candy on that.
Fucking love Werther's, by the way.
Right.
Jimmy, why did you not make Revivify a lifesaver?
Oh,
Fuck.
Retcon.
I make myself laugh. Alright,
Oh, good morning, Millie. Oh, are you making candy?
Sorry.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some breakfast then.
she starts cursing at you in Infernal, but you understand every word. Okay, Tommy went to get breakfast.
Yeah.
So he sits down next to Soul, and no sooner does he sit down, does Dickon puts a plate of waffles in front of him.
That's what this place needs.
Literally everything
good.
that they said in the game at the last stand sounded so appetizing.
Mhm.
I wanted all of it.
They have a garlic and pizza at the last stand
Yeah.
too, which is crazy.
It's great because the cheese that they use is made from giant yaks that you actually find when you go to Garla Malls. So it's made from their milk.
Legit.
Yeah. They do a good job of world building. What was I gonna say? Anyway, so you guys are all at breakfast. Where are you going after this, or what are you doing after this? Oh, Millie's enchanting. You went to breakfast.
Yeah, I went to
They bring you
breakfast.
some waffles too.
Yeah.
We also woke up at like
I
6
enjoyed
to
that.
start enchanting, so I wouldn't be behind the group for the rest of the day.
So you're all at the table, and they bring you all a stack of waffles when you get there, covered in syrup. Omega is on her third plate of waffles.
Wow.
Some sticky cords.
So was Millie.
Sticky cookies, yes.
We said it was a plate of waffles.
I did.
Syrup.
Covered in syrup, yeah. It's a bunch
We're
of
on the
corgis.
same page.
You're
We're on the
eating
same
a bunch of
page.
corgis covered in syrup, yes.
So mid waffle destruction, Millie will hand 2 little wrapped candies over to Soul.
Soul nod and put them in his pocket. Well said. No, well said.
Were you trying to say something?
Save those for when we get to the library.
Oh. Was that through a mouthful of waffle?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Soul had no
Because
idea.
Millie's always had a sweet
sure.
tooth, so.
They also brought a side of whipped cream and frozen strawberries. I'm making myself so hungry.
Right.
Yeah, so good.
It's like I'm going to fucking McDonald's after this.
They don't have waffles.
No.
They have McGriddles.
Sadly, I wish those were 24 hours.
Really? Because I think they're heart attacks on a bun.
They are, but they're delicious heart attacks on a bun.
All right. You really get if you go there for breakfast, you gotta get the bagel sandwich that they've got. It's good.
Yeah, the bagel sandwich is great.
It's a steak and egg sandwich on bagel. Super good. Yeah. So, what's the plan? You guys are eating your breakfast.
Right.
Very exciting.
So I would check with everyone to find out when we're going to the library, and then work my schedule around taking Kevin some food and water before meeting everyone at the library.
Is Kevin not gonna go to the library?
I don't know. He's currently training, so I'm taking him his stuff, but I'll ask him if he wants to go.
Okay. When you're getting it to leave, the 3 Garleans that you met yesterday are coming down to the last stand to get some breakfast, and they look fucked.
Hey.
Oh,
You gotta try the waffles. It'll clear that up a bit.
Good call. Can you stop yelling, please?
yeah.
Somebody turn the lights down.
Son. I did not vote for that son.
I think we
that
should.
dog doesn't like it either.
I think we should head to the library as soon as everyone's ready.
Yeah, I'm anxious to get to the library, so.
Because that might take quite a large amount of time of reading.
Okay, I'm gonna drop this off with Kevin, and then I'll meet you over there. So.
Okay. You get to Numenon, and there's mammoths outside the door. Did Kevin decide to come with?
Kevin, you going to the library?
John.
John Regard.
Did Kevin pass out again? I'm like, Millie.
He's been training too hard.
I think
He
Kevin's dog
promised.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well, if he wants to go,
He can
then we'll walk over
The
there.
mammoth gets in front of Deus and she's like, "Wait, didn't we kick you out?"
I volunteered to get kicked out. You kicked out my friend.
Yes.
But now we're back, and we got access, right?
Sorry, I just got back, guys. I couldn't hear you for a second.
Okay, so would Kevin go to the library with Deus and the rest of them?
How would Deus have explained it to him?
Okay, so I would have brought you the waffles and the water and have you like stop your workout to eat. And I would just say that, hey Kevin, we got access to the restricted area that we were looking so hard for yesterday, and I think they gave you and I access rights back. So if you want to go with me, we might be able to find some good books to read that might help us get stronger.
Books to like get us stronger.
Yeah.
I think they got books on like sword fighting techniques and stuff.
In and out, you can see
They might.
Yeah, no, I've been.
Then yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay. All right. We'll finish your breakfast and then we'll walk over. The rest are heading over.
You've seen him never eat fast enough. Like he's been hungry, but he wolfs it down. I'm gonna go whenever you are.
All right. Let's go then.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So Kevin and
So Kevin
Neil-
is coming.
Yep, he is coming.
All right.
All right, guys. I took my dog out.
It's your business. Yeah, I told you I was taking the dog out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Go drink some
So
water.
then the little robot says like, stop it.
Yes.
We actually have dispensation from the forum this time. And Millie will
Do
pull
you
out
have it?
the written dispensations for the 2 restricted sections.
The mammoth looks it over, and you see like the eyes get replaced by the word shock, followed by awe.
Yeah, that's right.
It seems that you have access. Please do not damage the books or the mammoths or the surroundings. And please try to keep your hands to yourself.
So I was gonna say, no promises as he winks at the moon.
I do not understand innuendo, sir.
Wouldn't expect you to.
That was rude.
Hey, excuse me, Stomp. I mean, what are you, Mammoth? Mammoth? Where's your books on like fighting, like where you, sword fighting? You got books on how to train to become a better sword fighter?
No.
What about in the restricted section?
That information is restricted.
Right, but if we get access to the restricted section, which
You
my
have
friends,
access to very specific sections of the restricted section.
wait, there's restricted sections in the restricted sections.
Yes.
Isn't that a double negative? I remember Professor teaching me about double negatives. If there's 2 restricted, that would make them unrestricted, no?
No.
A no is a yes?
I will kick you out of the library again.
I'll just follow my friends then. You didn't gotta be rude about it.
I was not being rude. I was being factual.
Factually incorrect, but okay, I'll let it go this time.
But I was being rude earlier.
Stop being rude.
I'm being factual.
Well
So,
played.
which section do we want to go to first? The section on Mariah or the section on the other guys?
My favorite thing about the mammoths is they're fucking sarcastic and dry.
Yeah. We should go after the other guys first, I think. Because I think that's the pressing issue, right?
Yeah,
I
shins.
agree.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
can't
what
say
Dave
that. I
thinks,
think there's no
then
point
we
saying
should
it.
do that.
The other guy's a good movie.
All right, then if you could please direct us to this section,
Yes. I will get.
which I don't think we got a
someone who's
listed
more
section.
available to
I
help
thought it was
you.
like level 13.
13Q was Mariah.
Okay, it wasn't like.
I don't think
X.
we got a written section for the Asians.
17B. Totally had that tipped.
I believe it.
Bob, what the hell, man?
She didn't take it.
I will pretty soon. But we're almost done.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, interesting.
but they take you to the lift, or another mammoth shows up, and it's like, "Hello, I will take you to the lift. Don't worry, I am much more genial than the one you were just talking to."
Oh my god.
Does he have any
I'm a
special
mammoth, I do
coloration?
not believe in God. What was
Oh,
that?
thank
Does he have any special coloration to denote that he's a
Well,
restricted section mammoth?
No, it's just wearing orange. You haven't seen any kind of like color scheme that means something.
I thought there was something about color schemes for the different floors.
For the restricted section, you haven't seen any colors that mean anything.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
But yeah, it's like, follow me, and he takes you to the lift. The dumb waiter lift. It's like,
I just think he's a waiter, but
which would you like to go to first?
Millie will present the writ of permission for the ASEAN section without vocalizing it.
17B. Do any of you have allergies?
What specifically?
Dust.
Isn't everyone allergic to dust?
Some more than others. I am allergic to dust. Are you making fun of me?
shouldn't go to the dust visual, that's for sure.
There's no dust. It's dust.
Just saying, if that existed, you shouldn't go to it.
Well played.
Dumb waiter away.
I prefer just calling you a waiter if you're going to call me something. And he drops you, he begins lowering you down. That was a good joke that you gave.
Thank you, dumb waiter.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Maybe later. Alright. What is happening?
The soul and the mammoth strangling each other fall off the lift.
You find that they're making out. You were being lowered down, and you were lowered down far enough that while before, when you were able to stand at the railings at the very top of Numenon, you could look down and you could see floors below you. Like it was wide open section, and you'd just be able to walk around on the catwalks to get the books. It wasn't like solid floors kind of thing. You're now at a part that is beneath that. Like there was solid floor, like further down, you're below that solid floor, if that made sense. And you keep going down, and the normal sounds of the city completely drown out. It's very quiet down here. You hear every creak of the lift that you're going down. Then you realize that the mammoth's also making noises just because.
Start playing elevator music on my piano.
And eventually they come to a stop. Lower 17.
Alright.
They pull
And is there any signage on the walls to indicate where section B would be?
No, but the mammoth's going to lead you there.
Okay.
So he pulls a lever and the door to the lift opens. Just to clarify, it's not like an elevator where the door is completely closed and you can't see through them. It was kind of like you can see where you're going as you go down. Anyway, you get out onto this floor and it's a little chilly comparatively to outside. Outside was, thank you. Outside was already kind of chilly, but this is cooler than that. It's dry, so it's a dry cold. But as you go through, there is some dust here. It looks like it hasn't been tended to in a while, or at least hasn't been looked at in a while. And you're you're going down the sections, you find a door labeled B. And the mammoth opens it up with a special key. You have no idea where the key came from or where it went after he opened it. Looked like it might have been part of its body. But the door slides open. And inside, you see a single book on a pedestal.
Not very effective use of space in this place.
Yeah, Saul's just gonna look around and be like,
Yeah, there's shelves in here, but there's no books on any of the shelves.
Not quite what I expected, but
seems a bit odd, but I guess we know what we're looking for.
yeah, that's true. Narrows it down a bit.
Okay. When you get up to the book, you'll see that there is a sleeve cover on top of it, or what's the word for it? Is it sleeve cover?
Jacket.
Jacket, thank you. I have so much trouble finding the right words lately.
From the author, Emperor Solus Oscalpus.
Yeah. It actually says, and it looks like it's written much more recently than the dusty tome that it's covering. It says collected snippets of all known Ascian information. So it looks like it was something that was collected and collated by the Charlian Forum and put into a single volume. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Okay.
That's pretty convenient, though. Alright. Alright.
Bob, are you scooting?
Okay, so much bigger than the tiny footnote we got in the other book.
Correct.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank God.
It's not tiny text either. It's probably
Bob.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Did anyone ask why like this would be so guarded? Why is this in the restricted section? Do we know? Has anyone asked?
We don't know why the Ascians why the Charlians marked it as restricted, but the only stuff we know about the Ascians is so convoluted and like limited knowledge. It's probably something that was very hard to come by for the Charlians.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't know their specific logic on why it's restricted.
Okay.
Because we've never talked to anyone about the Ascians that actually had any information.
Guess we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, guess we'll find out in 2 weeks. Kevin wouldn't care, but John does. I'm like, why is this even restricted? Just looks like common knowledge. Just, it's a library or whatever.
Unfortunately, I probably won't be here in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, Daz.
No, I was mistaken. I'm not actually back home until the 7th. And next week is I would be busy with stuff, but
Okay, we'll find out.
So
What's up, John?
just for the DM, can you take a look at if somehow Kevin ends up finding someone or a text that can teach him how to either fight with two-handed weapons or combine two-handed weapons into one. Kevin's going to be looking for that. And I don't want to take it as a feat. I want to take it as I could take it as a mini feat, but it doesn't make sense just to say, oh, Kevin can now two-handed two-weapon fighting without disadvantages. Yeah, so it should definitely come at a cost, but it will definitely be not good for Kevin being righteous Kevin. Long story short.
We'll talk about it.
Kevin.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
Okay. What?
You can blame Sid for this, by the way.
The bull.
Yes, yeah, it's all Sid's fault.
If anyone would know how to do that.
Evan was on the straight and narrow, man. After Deej had his talk, he gave up the dark sword. He wasn't gonna use it anymore, unless
really
someone died in his party, and then he would go into a blind rage and drop the sword and then use it. But
The magnets in this.
right now he's seeking strength again.
That's kind of cool.
Right. Yeah, this is a good arc. This is a good arc. It's gonna be very a lot of juicy drama coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Julie's got schemes.
Oh damn.
So do I. I was really hoping that you guys would out Tavi to the Garleans.
Some of us are trying to, apparently.
I was gonna be like, do we need to knock these people out and then wait a whole day so I can modify their memories to forget that incident?
Maybe.
I wasn't
Yeah.
trying.
Just
Kevin
feed
was
them
just being
the entire
Kevin.
bottle of the forgetful stuff.
Oh yeah. By the way, Eric, the reason Kevin would have kept your secret, but because we saw we went to the Garlean army, he feels like now everyone knows again. So like, the secret's out of the bag. So and you never told him to rekeep the secret. So that's why he's free to talk about it right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Wasn't
try to
just
be
because I
more
was just-
clear.
Yeah, I wasn't because I was just trying to be a jerk and like see what happened. But no, they know you're alive, so now he doesn't have to keep that secret. Well, at least your brother, stepbrother,
Cousin.
your cousin knows you're alive.
Oh no.
Yeah, cousin.
Roll Tide. All right, everybody. Good night.
All right,
All right,
thanks
good night, everybody.
everyone. Have a good week
Bye.
off.
Yep.
We'll be busy.
Yeah. You're telling me, man. Next week's gonna suck. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 days in Colombia, fly, and then spend 2 days in Mexico City. It's like, I'm just gonna be so tired.
Damn, yeah, that's a lot for you.
I heard that Mexico is as far